to the 5th episode of the Sideline podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Derek Perez, alongside
Francisco Marinas, and let's get straight into it.
Week 3 of football is again another week of insane upsets.
The upsets are crazy.
This NFL season has been weird, filled with injuries, filled with insane upsets, starting with the Giants versus the Browns.
Yeah, I thought the Giants, I didn't think the Giants were going to be able to do good against this Browns defense. The Browns defense didn't look as good as I thought.
Malik Neighbors went absolutely insane.
Yeah, offensive player of the year favorite right now.
The Browns have been looking like a horrible team. There's no other way to put it. They've been looking at one of the bottom tier NFL teams through
bottom
weeks.
of the barrel, yeah.
I need to go back to Malik Neighbors. We didn't talk about that enough. He had, in the first half, 2 insane catches. The one that he wrapped around the defender, barely stayed in bounds, and that same drive, he mossed the defender in the end zone, tiptoed to get the touchdown.
You know who I think about when I think about good Giants receivers? Odell Beckham Jr.
I didn't know if you were gonna say Malik Neighbors.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but there's a lot of there's a lot of similarities. That's the word I was looking for. Similarities between those two.
Yeah.
Odell and Malik. Moving on, the Eagles versus the Saints.
Franco! What happened?
Yeah, I didn't want the Eagles to win. I was rooting for the Saints. The storyline, the Derek Carr.
No.
He needs to go to the Kendrick Lamar concert storyline.
They're the most overrated team right now. They're the fattest pretender ever.
You think?
Yes. Who they play their first 2 games? The Panthers and
the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Okay, but putting up 45 on the Cowboys.
The Cowboys' defense has been terrible.
But still, 45 is 45. It doesn't matter.
Even against the little girl, Carolina Panthers?
Okay, Carolina Panthers and Andy Dalton are going to win a Super Bowl.
That's nasty.
That's nasty work. No, but the Eagles, look, I'm convinced they were trying to prove a point. They were purposely not scoring for 3 quarters, and then to prove that they can still beat the Saints just with 1 quarter's worth of scoring.
Yeah.
Nick Saban.
Nick Saban? You mean Matt Sirianni?
Yeah, Nick Sirianni. Yeah, Nick Sirianni just told Saquon Barkley, hey, go run a 60-yard touchdown real quick.
Yeah, just cook.
Do another one real quick. Devontae Smith had his 7 receptions or something like that.
Yeah, but he got injured at halftime.
I accidentally clicked the video.
Yeah, they still won without Devonta Smith for 2 quarters.
AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good performance by the Eagles. Their defense really held up.
Yeah.
A lot of turnovers by Jalen Hurts early, but they got through it.
Yeah, they got it done. Got that W in the win column.
Next up,
Texans versus Vikings. This was crazy.
CJ Stroud was held to nothing. The Vikings, Sam Darnold, another legacy game. They're looking more like contenders every single day.
Is this your clown hat of the week?
Yeah. Is it the clown of the week? We'll figure it out, but it might be.
Sam Darnold looks like he looks like an MVP candidate right now. No sugarcoating.
No, he's played amazing through 3 weeks. He has the best stats of any quarterback in the league.
And he's getting Jordan Addison back this week too.
Yeah, this has been with just Justin Jefferson, which again he's one of
the Josh Naylor disrespect is crazy.
Josh Naylor?
Yeah.
The Aaron Jones disrespect is crazy.
Yeah, he's been so inconsistent, it's crazy.
But when he goes off, he goes off. But with basically just Justin Jefferson, he's gone absolutely insane. 8 touchdowns. Some of the highest passing yard numbers in the NFL. Good for him.
Yeah.
Next up, the Broncos versus the Buccaneers.
Oh, this might be the clown hat of the week.
Yeah, that's your clown hat of the week.
Yeah. I want to personally apologize to Andrew. I didn't think it was possible. Hell froze over this week. The Broncos.
Didn't you say this would be the biggest upset of all time?
Yeah. I think we just witnessed the biggest upset of all time. Bo Nix, what happened? He was playing like a JV quarterback.
For 2 games.
Yeah, for 2 games. And then he just randomly decided to turn into prime Peyton Manning.
We got to talk about their defense as well. The defense played extremely well. Baker Mayfield, they held him down to a minimum. They held Baker Mayfield to a minimum.
I thought you said he was on the defense.
Next up, the Packers versus the Titans.
Who did I choose last week?
I think you slightly went with the Packers. But for me, this game couldn't have gone more perfect to what I had said. I said Jair Alexander was going to get a defensive touchdown. He did just that. I said Malik Willis is going to get a couple touchdowns of his own. He did just that. I had that one in the bag.
Oh my God. He might take Jordan Love's spot the way he's been playing.
Jordan Love needs to be murdered before he takes Jordan Love's spot.
Murdered?
Murdered.
But like, come on.
Jordan Love? They're going to need to call, wait, hold up. Pause. What's the guy from the Raiders? Was speeding for
Henry Ruggs.
They're gonna need to call Henry Ruggs to murder Jordan Love before he takes his spot.
Oh my God! Trying to get the podcast canceled. But like the only game Jordan Love did play, they lost.
They put up 34 points against the Eagles defense,
but they lost.
But I think it was 2-3. I'm actually gonna check that right now.
But they lost. I don't care how the wins.
They put up nearly 30 against the Eagles.
I'll take wins over points any day of the week.
Okay, but why are we blaming Jordan Love for that loss?
Because he got carried by Jalen Reed. Jalen Reed had to go for like 2.
So for him targeting a specific receiver, knowing when to throw it to him, we're blaming the quarterback?
Throwing a little tiny pass and Jalen Reed.
And that was one time. That was that one jet sweep touchdown. But for the most part, he was throwing 20-yard passes, 15-yard passes to Jalen Reed, and he'd just take it deep.
But like,
I completely disagree with that.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I'm saying.
You slowly incorporate Jordan Love back in over time.
Maybe, yeah. If he looks good in practice, then you have to start him. But
yeah. Next up, staying the Bears versus the Colts. I think you picked the Bears in this one. I had to pick the Colts.
Yeah. But Caleb Williams did look a lot better, though.
No, yeah, and Caleb Williams, he didn't look a lot better, but he keeps showing these flashes of potential. And every time I say that, he throws an interception. So I don't know. I still can't gauge whether he's going to be one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL or over time, or he's going to stay in this interception era.
But what's happened with Michael Pittman, though?
They're just not targeting him. I don't get it.
He's literally the best receiver by a mile, and Anthony Richardson just decides not to throw the ball to him.
Never mind, I can't find it.
Kind of like a Dolphins playoff win after 2001. You can't find it. Okay. Moving on. Chargers versus the Steelers.
Steelers 3-0, Chargers 2-0 or 2-1 now. Both pretenders. That's all that has to be said.
Both pretenders? Steelers pretenders?
Steelers pretenders. That's all that has to be said.
Justin Fields has been looking really good.
Justin Fields looks like Tyler Huntley out there.
Tyler Huntley?
So if you think Justin Fields is doing good, imagine the Dolphins next week.
That's super stinky. Have the Steelers lost the game?
I just said the 3-0.
Oh, snap. No, exactly. Justin Fields has been playing really good, really solid.
But let's go to the Steelers specifically. Who have they played? The Falcons, who we know we played horrible that game. They played good in the last 2 games, but they played horrible week 1. Kirk Cousins, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Another fumble by one of the receivers. I can't remember exactly who. They played the Broncos with, how we said, through 2 weeks, JV quarterback.
The Broncos just had the greatest upset.
But like we were just saying, through 2 weeks, he looked like a JV quarterback playing out there.
Yeah. A win is a win. So you're telling me they won't make the playoffs?
No, they're going to make the playoffs, so the Steelers, but they're not making it past the first round of the playoffs.
I think they might go pretty deep.
Regular season merchants.
Regular season merchants? Kind of like the Dolphins.
How could we be regular season merchants if we're 1-2?
No, but I'm talking about before.
Okay, so let me explain something, right? Because now it's up to the Dolphins and Seahawks. That's the next game. How are we supposed to win with? I didn't even know the quarterback was on our roster. I already forgot who.
Tyler Boyle?
Yeah, Tim Boyle. You didn't even know his name. Tim Boyle. I didn't know Tim Boyle was on our roster.
Oh, snap.
Skylar Thompson. Oh, bro. I have so much PTSD with Dolphins quarterbacks. Tua scrambles 1 time, dies. Skylar Thompson scrambles 1 time, dies. Tim Boyle was going to scramble 1 time. No, I don't. I'll cut that man, bro. Cut that man.
But I still think even with Tua, the Dolphins still would have lost this game. I'll tell you why. The Seahawks were having their way with the Dolphins. They could have scored more, but they just didn't score more. The defense was looking terrible for the Dolphins.
I don't know. I feel like with Tua that we could have somebody to give Tyreek Hill more than 40 passing yards to. They would have done a lot better.
But Tua's nickname is Tua turned the ball over. So he's giving the ball to the other team. So how is that better?
He thinks it's DK Metcalf's body.
Okay, moving on. Panthers versus Raiders.
The
Panthers gotta win!
But Andy Dalton looked really good out there. There's no other way to put it. The Raiders look like the Raiders.
He just saved Deontay Johnson's fantasy season. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Michael Pittman's gonna do better than him for the rest of the season.
One's got a quarterback that throws the ball. One's got like mini Lamar Jackson.
We already talked about the coach, but I didn't go back to that because I think we just skipped over the fact that this is something I don't agree with quarterbacks, right? Rookie quarterbacks are thrown into the wolves the rookie year. I like the Jordan Love, what the Patriots are doing with Drake May. I love that style of developing quarterbacks. You don't play them right away. You don't feed them to the wolves. Allow them to learn how to read NFL defense, to learn the disguises. That's why Jordan Love came in year 4, year 5, and did so great. These other quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield, a bust throughout his first couple years. Once he said it
bust?
throughout his first couple years, he was known as a bust. You looked at him in the Browns, you would say bust.
You looked at the Browns in their first playoff appearance in like how many years? Like 15 years?
Okay, but you're gonna tell me that people weren't saying he was a bust, that he wasn't gonna be that quarterback.
I didn't agree that he was a bust.
But just to go along with the storyline, that's what the majority of people were thinking.
I guess, yeah.
He himself has said when he got to Tampa, they showed him how to read a defense. They allowed him to learn, develop, and look at him now.
I mean, when your top receiver is like a one-legged Jarvis Landry, and you get moved to Chris Godwin, Mike Evans.
Okay, Sam Darnold. All of these players, all of these are bust. First round picks.
Justin Jefferson, Josh Naylor.
No, the other common trend with these, they went from horrible teams to either the 49ers, the Rams, or great coaches like Sean McVay. They got developed, they learned, then went on to another team that may not be as good, but they still went to a solid team, and did great.
So
Geno Smith is another example.
Okay, where are you going with this though?
I don't like quarterbacks starting as rookies. So Anthony Richardson, even though he's not looking great right now.
You don't like rookie?
I don't like starting rookies in general.
Could you remind me?
Other than CJ Stroud.
When was he drafted?
Last year. He was a rookie last year. So this is his sophomore year. And he played 2 games last season before he got injured for the season.
He was so dominant in those 2 games that they decided to start him.
Okay, and look at him now. 2 games. I actually want to see this.
You're gonna blame the game against the Texans as his fault when he went absolutely berserk the first game of the season?
I'm not saying games 2 and 3, week 2 and 3. Yeah, let's go look at this.
They won week 3.
5. No, wait. What? It keeps lagging. Yep. So this season down. Okay, yeah. 5 interceptions and 1 fumble
in the past,
in 2 games. I'm not even looking at week 1. Look at week 1. That doesn't matter.
But the rushing upside. I love rushing.
There's a reason. You love rushing quarterbacks?
No, except like Michael Vick and Tom Brady.
You shout out Tim Tebow.
What?
I don't know.
You don't like Tim Tebow?
No, you just went you made it awkward.
Oh no, because I said Tom Brady, and you didn't say anything.
Well, I didn't hear Tom Brady.
Tom Brady has like a 4.9 40 time.
I thought it was 5.9.
Okay, where were we?
I don't even know.
We were talking about.
I need to get back to where I was.
We were talking about Deontay Johnson's fantasy season. That's basically it. Comparing him to Michael Pittman, and then Michael Pittman, Anthony Richardson problem. Okay. Okay, yeah, the Panthers beat the Raiders. The Raiders have a terrible defense, blah, blah, blah. Okay, next game. This is the hospital bed game. 49ers versus the Rams.
The Rams got it done. I said Trent Williams is going to be the X factor. Trent Williams was injured. The moment I said that, he got ruled out a couple minutes later.
Oh my God.
So I said the Rams had a chance, but I was going to lean with the Niners because of Trent Williams. He didn't play. The Rams won. I was pretty on point with my prediction, if you ask me.
Jawan Jennings put the 49ers on his back.
And they still lost.
And they broke his back, yeah.
I
wouldn't be surprised if he's injured for next game too.
Spinal injury. Yeah, there's not much to say. These are two backups team playing. We'll see how they look when all the starters are healthy.
Yeah.
But these are two contenders when they're fully healthy. Like major contenders. Next up, the Lions and the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Lions, they looked solid, yeah.
The Cardinals did not look solid.
No. I mean, Marvin Harrison still had a really good game.
Kyler Murray looked all right. Didn't look great.
This was just like a pretty, just regular game.
Yeah, it wasn't anything out of this world. It wasn't horrible. Yeah, there's not much to say here. Moving on, the Ravens versus the Cowboys.
The Ravens got it done against the Palmer boys.
This was too close of a game for the Ravens, in my opinion.
Yeah. It
should have been an 11-point game minimum.
And again, the Cowboys' defense looked terrible.
Yeah. But so did the Ravens to like a certain extent.
Yeah.
They let the Cowboys put up 25. They couldn't even put up 25 on the Giants.
These are two really underperforming teams going against each other.
Yeah. They're 1-2 each, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Both teams are 1-2. Both of these teams should have winning records at the very minimum.
Yeah.
I would say 3-0, but the Ravens have to play the Chiefs, so nobody beats the Chiefs. Which, moving on, the Chiefs beat the Falcons 22-17.
Flag on the play.
That's
what was missing. Pass interference. The most clear pass interference. Like, they had me questioning, like what I'm able to see. Like, the reality itself.
To be fair, look, people are saying this was more of a clear pass interference than last week.
More. Like 1,000%.
The other guy got... I think both of them are pass interference.
Yeah.
Both of them were. But this one just wasn't called.
The referees only...
I wouldn't specifically say more clear, like everybody is saying. But this one was certainly a pass interference. I think last week, to me, it was a clear pass interference as well. I don't think it was refs pass interference. To me, that was a pass interference as well. But this one was also very clear. Should have been called. It would have won the Falcons game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Travis Kelce, please give me fantasy points. What are you doing?
I told you not to draft him.
I didn't draft him.
He didn't get it. I said draft before the season. We're moving on to Monday Night Football, prime time, Jaguars versus the Bills.
I mean, everyone expected this game to go absolutely south for the Jaguars.
Yeah, but I didn't expect them to lose by 37.
Who's on that defense besides Josh Allen?
Both teams have a Josh Allen though.
No, but I mean defense.
I thought Josh Allen was going to cook Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen did not cook Josh Allen.
But that Josh Allen cooked Josh Allen.
Honestly, I think Josh Allen had the better game.
I think Josh Allen had the better game though.
Nah, Josh Allen. Okay, that's enough Josh's. Next game, Commanders versus Bengals.
The Bengals are looking horrible still. They're 0-3. Jaden Daniels, first touchdown to an offensive lineman. Congratulations to him.
I just don't get how the Bengals are still doing bad.
And it was against the Commanders. This is supposed to be their free game.
Yeah. And
they still are back on track. They better get it done this next week against the Panthers.
If they lose against the Panthers. No. I'm so, this won't be
a certain somebody's gonna be crashing out.
Oh, yeah. Jorge Server.
Thanks for following. Moving on. This was Thursday Night Football of this last week. The final game that we're gonna be reviewing: the Cowboys versus the Giants. This one, we both picked the Cowboys here.
Yeah.
This was before the entire Giants upset. Who was it? I already forgot. The
Browns,
Browns. The Browns.
yeah.
Yeah, the Browns are looking that horrible. So I expected the Cowboys to still win it, but it was too close for my liking. That's better put it.
It's just the Cowboys defense again not looking that great.
Yeah.
And Malik Neighbors also having a really good game.
Yeah, Malik Neighbors has looked the ankle breaker. We gotta talk about it. It was all over Instagram,
but once Danny Dimes goes down, it might be over.
Once Danny Dimes goes down,
yeah, he's cooked. They have no other quarterback on that roster, basically.
Wait, hold up. I know his name.
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. Mount Etna.
Boo!
Alright, moving on to your predictions this week. Bengals versus Panthers. Give me the Bengals. There's no way. The plot armor has to go to Joe Shiesty and the media. And yeah, Bengals winning by 2 touchdowns.
I'm choosing this completely based off momentum. I'm going to Panthers.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I'm leaning really heavily into
I see it. I know. I'm sorry. I said I don't see it. I see it. I'm kind of distracted trying to watch the fight at the same time. UFC Paris on right now as we're recording. I can see the Panthers winning, but give me the Bengals. It makes sense that they finally win a game.
Oh yeah. You're right.
They're overall a good team. They finally have a healthy T. Higgins back. He was questionable last week, 50-50. Finally, he's healthy now. Mike Gesicki's gonna get back to his winning ways. Jamar Chase, yeah. As the Zach Moss, hopefully he shows up like he did last season for the Colts.
Yeah.
Chase Brown's been getting too many of the touches for my liking.
What do you have? What's his name?
Moss.
Yeah, Zach Moss.
No, I have him on the bench.
Chase Brown?
No.
Oh.
I'm just saying I'd rather Zach Moss get the touches for the team than Chase Brown.
Oh.
I think he's the better running back in general.
They're both actually like really equal in abilities, I think. Me personally.
Right. Next up, the Saints versus Falcons. Who you got?
I'll take the Falcons.
Biggest pretender storyline. You know what? I don't care. Give me the Saints. I still believe in them. Even with a rough week 3, they still put up 45, 40 points 2 weeks in a row. I still think that carries over still, even with a bad week 2. If anything, this is motivating them to get back to the 40-point ways. Give me the Saints 31-22.
I think this is a 50-50 game, to be honest.
Yeah, 31-22 is a good score for me. I think that's what I'll go with. Next up, the Jaguars versus Texans.
Texans.
What about them Jaguars?
What about them Jaguars?
No, yeah, 100% Texans. Even though they had a rough week.
Last week.
Week 3, the Jaguars had an even rougher week 3. Give me the Texans. Let's say
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns?
Yeah, like 31-10.
I'll do 35-17.
Just had to be different.
It had to be different. This is an easy prediction. The Broncos and the Jets. Give me the Jets. Andrew, your team's buns. You guys got lucky. He jinxed it by saying it was going to be the biggest episode of all time.
I know.
If it wasn't for him, you guys would have been 0-3. Give me the Jets. Absolutely locking you guys down.
Yeah.
And winning 24-3.
Yeah. I'm taking the Jets over the Broncos. That was the biggest fluke week of all time. Might have been the greatest upset, but it was a fluke.
Yeah. Sauce Gardner's gonna lock up Cordell Sutton.
Yeah.
The defensive line is gonna suffocate the JV quarterback. And Patrick Surtain.
He's not even a starting JV quarterback. He would probably be a bench JV quarterback.
He's like Marcus.
I thought he was the starter.
Huh? He's basically Marcus. He shouldn't be starting.
Jump.
Not next up. Yeah, and Patrick Surtain isn't gonna contain both.
Hey, Bart, Patrick Surtain isn't gonna contain
Patrick
Wilson and
the man
Alan
who doesn't
Lazard.
exist.
Mike Williams? He literally doesn't exist, and he's not injured.
Alan Lazard. Yeah, I guess. Next up, Packers versus Vikings. Who you got?
Oh, this is.
I got a good prediction for this one. Give me the Packers. The Vikings are finally gonna lose the game. Sadly, I love that storyline, but the Packers, I can't. I like their defense more. Malik Willis, Sam Darnold, similar quarterbacks. I like the Packers score more. It'll be a very close game though.
I'll give it to the Vikings. Who's gonna
just to be different?
No. Who's gonna contain Justin Jefferson?
Jair Alexander.
He's like 5'9".
Jair Alexander.
Justin Jefferson is 6'3".
Who contained Tyreek Hill last year? Who absolutely knew?
Tyreek Hill's like 5'11".
Jair Alexander. That's what Jair Alexander. It's always Jair Alexander. And you know what? If he can't.
Why'd you stop talking?
And if Jair can't contain him, just ask Xavier McKinney to double team him.
Then who's gonna guard
Xavier McKinney is not a corner.
A corner, just a corner.
I'm saying Xavier McKinney is not a corner.
Oh, yeah.
So just the other corner.
The other corner. Okay, Steelers versus Colts.
Give me the Steelers. This doesn't come down to the fact that
Pretender?
Pretenders. The thing is, these are two teams that I think are gonna be pretty bad. Well, the Steelers.
Pretty bad?
The thing is, the Steelers haven't faced a good competition yet. I refuse to believe that they're that good of a team. They just win games, but they're not good. I don't know how to explain.
They put some like black magic or something like that.
They're the Alex Pereiras of the NFL.
Who?
Alex Pereira.
Who?
My God. The Colts, they have. No, we were talking about earlier. A rookie quarterback basically starting. It's his second year, yet his sixth game. He's still in that rookie quarterback era. He hasn't had the time to develop. When the time he should have, he was injured, couldn't. Yeah. T.J. Watson absolutely suffocate Anthony Richardson. Mika Fitzpatrick is gonna get a couple interceptions.
Couple interceptions?
Not a couple, 8 interceptions. Give another to somebody else.
Yeah.
Mika Fitzpatrick and the Steelers defense overall will get a couple interceptions.
Steal the Colts lunch money.
Yeah.
That's their motto. Steal their lunch.
Next up, the Rams versus the Bears.
Okay. Here's the problem. One is like completely better, but they're injured.
Yeah. And the other one gets a lot of defensive touchdowns.
I'll take the Bears.
Yeah, as much I love the Rams.
I love the Rams, yeah.
They're probably my second favorite team this season. When they're healthy. I have to take the Bears here. They're finally they already won against the Titans.
Yeah, I think this is the game they like put it all together and do
Caleb Williams, this is his opportunity. The defensive line for the Rams is absolutely cooked.
Yeah.
They're all injured, they're all hospitalized.
They're one shot to get a high scoring game and like contain the other offense.
And the offensive side for the Rams, they have a lot of receivers that are gonna drop a lot of footballs. So yeah.
Would they have like DeMarcus Robinson or something like that?
Hey, don't disrespect Tutu Atwell like that.
Oh my God.
Next up, my game of the week, the Eagles versus the Buccaneers.
Yeah, this would probably be my game of the week too. Maybe it sounds from Browns Raiders. That'd probably be the worst game of the week, actually. Eagles versus Buccaneers. This completely depends. If Devonta Smith comes back next week, I'll take the Eagles.
You mean tomorrow?
Oh yeah, tomorrow. But if the Buccaneers, if he doesn't come back, I'll take the Buccaneers.
I'm taking the Eagles either way. I have to. Like I said, I value
Jahan Dotson, number 1 receiver.
I value momentum a lot. And the Buccaneers are coming off the worst loss possible.
They're embarrassed. That'll like get them going, like you said earlier in the podcast.
That only applies to that specific team, I said.
The argument only like works
when I want it to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Buccaneers, they had but the thing is, losing to the Broncos destroys any confidence you had.
They still might be my number 1 though.
So yeah, give me the Eagles by 10 points.
Nah, chill. It's gonna be like one score game, like a field goal or a touchdown.
I said, give me the Eagles by 10 points.
I guess one to what I said. But next up, Patriots versus 49ers. Go first.
This is not real.
What?
This is not real. He didn't scream Patriots.
Oh snap.
No. Are we gonna have to cut that out?
Yeah. Okay. Next up, versus 49ers.
I want to pick the 49ers just to get you mad. But again, they're hospitalized.
Bro, they have nobody healthy.
And lost to the Rams. And I believe in Hunter Henry. This is the one time we're going to agree. Give me the Patriots to win this game.
We did it. We got a Dolphins fan to choose the Patriots.
You just never get me. Actually, no. I picked every AFC team
to be above us. Yeah, I'll take the Patriots. If the 49ers were healthy, I would be like a good boy and choose the 49ers. But I think the Patriots have a chance with everyone healthy.
Yeah, that's the argument for it. It's just the 49ers are so hospitalized.
Yeah.
They're even worse than the Rams at this point.
Yeah. Who's out? Trent Williams, George Kittle,
Debo
Samuel,
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey. Oh my God.
And we could keep on going. So many players in general. So yeah, give me the Patriots. Sadly,
I'm happy.
Next up, Commanders to the Cardinals.
It's got to be a command. No. Cardinals.
You were right the first time. Give me the Commanders. 38 points in their last outing. Jaden Daniels is going to turn into Kyler Murray's dad. They play the same exact way, just Jaden Daniels is going to be better. Even if he's a rookie quarterback, logic only works when I want it to work.
Wait.
But to be fair, they do have a simplified playbook for Jaden Daniels. If you're going to start a quarterback as a rookie, then you have to simplify the playbook for them and develop them over time. And that's what they're doing with Jaden Daniels. For the first time, I can say the Commanders are developing a quarterback the right way. So give me the Commanders by a little less than a touchdown.
To go back to what you said, that Jaden Daniels is going to be Kyler Murray's father, he did not give him the height in his genes. One is like 5'9", the other one's like 6'4".
So that's another reason. One can look over the offensive line, the other one can't. Give me the Commanders by 6.
Yeah, but one plays for a solid team while one plays for them.
One just beat the Bengals, who won the Super Bowl just 2 years ago.
Oh my God.
Bro thought he was gonna let it slide. Next up, the Chiefs versus the Chargers.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna choose the Chiefs.
No, yeah, me too. Yeah. There's not much to say here. The Chiefs are gonna win by.
They won't
by
have
flag.
to pay the referees this time.
Huh?
They won't even have to win by
but
flag.
they're somehow gonna do it either way.
Somehow to win by flag.
Yeah, the Chiefs win by a flag. That's my prediction.
Some way, somehow.
28-27. It's gonna be a rough flag for the Chargers. Roughing the passer late.
Roughing the passer.
You
know what's crazy? It was a punt, and they called roughing the passer. That's what's probably gonna happen.
That'd be insane. They try to fake punt it, and then he throws it.
He throws it. Bam!
Roughing the passer plus roughing the kicker because he's a kicker.
Oh,
30 yards.
Does it work like that?
No.
Oh, snap.
Doesn't work like that. It's crazy. Zero ball knowledge. Fantasy football knowledge there.
Did you not choose the Dolphins in week 2 against the Bills?
Yeah, but I didn't know Tua was gonna get hurt.
They were still losing either way. He threw a no-scope pass in the middle of an NFL game. He went, huh?
He was trying to be a little Mahomey.
He was trying to throw the ball out of bounds, and he still kept it in bounds. But
he was looking a little Mahomey. Move on, bro. I don't like this topic. Give me the Raiders to beat the Browns. The Browns are looking awful. I don't care that both of them lost, so there's no momentum here. The Raiders are just a better football team, and that's crazy.
Okay, next up, Browns Raiders.
I just said my prediction for that.
Oh, actually? What was it?
The Raiders.
With the Browns?
The Browns are looking that bad, in my opinion.
Nah, but remember the Raiders don't have Devontae Adams.
All they need is Jacoby Myers and Zamir White, especially Zamir White.
I hate Jacoby Myers. I pray on his downfall.
He played for the Patriots
3 times a day, 4 times on Sunday.
Sure, Raiders are winning. Next up, the Bills versus the Ravens.
Bills. They've been looking so like hot lately. Pause. No Diddy.
There's a reason he was saying Josh Allen's gonna cook Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I guess give me the Bills as well. I hope they lose though.
You hope they lose?
Yeah.
You guys aren't gonna win the division. I told you. It's gonna be.
Oh, don't make me slap you live on the podcast.
Slap?
Slap.
Are you gonna knock me out like Tua?
I'm leaving again.
What? Oh, okay. I guess you won't be here for the Titans-Dolphins prediction. It's not gonna be the Dolphins. It's gonna be the Titans. DeAndre Hopkins.
Tyler Huntley legacy game, 117 scrambling.
DeAndre Hopkins is fully healthy. Who's gonna contain him? Walmart, like who?
Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey, who got cooked by Brian Thomas the first game.
Brian
Thomas.
We always mess up his name. Yesterday,
I got him confused.
Brian
Black.
Brian Thomas is just a way better receiver than DeAndre Hopkins at this point in his career. I don't care. I do not care. DeAndre Hopkins is buzzed at this point. I don't care about a healthy DeAndre Hopkins. That does not faze me. Give me the Dolphins.
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley could get locked up by I don't know something Kohu.
You don't even know any players on your team. That's embarrassing.
But I just said something Kohu's be like.
Oh. I don't care, Titans. Not because the Titans are better. It's just the Dolphins are worse. Simple as that.
Nah, give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins!
That doesn't have the same.
By 73 points. 73 breaking points? Scoring records.
Was that how many years ago you guys won a playoff game?
Bro. Another one of those that I'm actually going to slap you.
Like Tua.
Next up, the Lions versus the Seahawks.
I love this game. This is probably like my favorite game of the week, honestly.
I'm glad it's on prime time on Monday Night Football.
I'll take the
Lions by 3 points.
Yeah, the Lions have been clicking lately, so
I'll take the Lions by 3. I believe in the Seahawks to keep it close.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess we both agree there. And last but not least, the Buccaneers versus the Falcons. And I think this one shouldn't even be debatable.
For me, I think it completely depends on how they do tomorrow. Because if the Buccaneers do end up losing tomorrow, I think that'll like soak into next week.
I don't care if they lose or not. They're still beating the Falcons. Especially because I have the Falcons losing this week against the Saints.
Well, either way, I'm taking the Buccaneers, so I don't really care.
Yeah, so we agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that'll be it for today's podcast. Make sure to tune into next week's podcast. See you next week.